So this video is for improving the kayak program for chapter 5, which would be the third kayak program we're doing, even though it's the same program, it's the third version of it we're doing. So anyway, here I'll show you what I did. Let's open it up here. So basically what you do in the program is you take I think these are radio buttons that were here first originally, and you take those and you delete them and you put a combo box here, and you have to change the allow drop property here. You got to change this from true to false here, and then you got to go in your items list in your collection, and you got to enter in sole recreational, sole touring, tandem recreational, and tandem touring are the values for that. Then you make a list box. Oh, these are a panel. You have to make another panel and move the duration from up here to over here. And then you make a list box. It's a combo list box, so that's over here. Checked list box. That's it right there. A checklist box. And I named mine LST accessories. And for that collection, I put a box lunch, fishing gear, a high-tech paddle, inflatable life jacket, snorkeling gear. And then line all this stuff up so it looks nice. Yeah, I guess I could change the text color in here. Oh, you can do that in the code. So anyway, and if you click in the calculate the total, you got your variables for the total. You got your boolean. You got to delete a bunch of stuff that you had in there before. I'm not using that, so, and I'm not using this either. Comment those out. So the thing is, make sure you have the no, kitty, you gotta go outside. Make sure you have the kayak type selected. So that's this statement right here. It's for the selected item. Then in the message box, you put the text, please select the kayak item. And then you change the boolean value from true to false. That's if they don't enter that's for them to enter the kayak type in the combo box. Then this statement for the radio buttons, please enter the rental duration. Then your logic, if it's full day checked, else it's half day checked. If nothing's checked, then display a message and the rental duration. Then if all else is all right, then continue. Boolean all is okay, then here you make a string for the kayak, for the combo box selected item to string here, and the basic rental equals the basic rental rate, which is the top constants which you change around. I'll show you that in a second. So then you use the string and if it contains the words tandem, then double the basic rental rate plus, so you add these together, and then you add the double the tandem rate on there, which it adds $20 onto the rate of what it's doing. So then you do the calculations. So if half day is checked, then it divides it by half or multiplies it by 1/2. That's fine. And you use a counter variable for your little loop statement you use here. And this is the list box items, and you're using it to count to, and then you do subtract 1 because it starts counting at 0. So to get the actual number of, so for example, if there's 5 items in the list box, then that would be int 0 through 4. So to get that, you'd subtract 1 from the items to get the right counter on that. So if list box get item checked for the checked items, then int counter equals +1. So you add 1 to the int counter. So that'd be int counter equals int counter +1. And then this is another little line of code you add in. So you take the counter and you multiply it by the accessory price, which is a constant variable that is up top, and I'll show you that in a second. And then this is all the same stuff that you from the previous version of the program. This is all stuff I commented out a long time ago. So that would be it. That's the exit button. And the constants up here, right here, I did recreational rate, which isn't used. I could comment that out. And we have the basic rental rate, basic tandem rate, and the basic accessory price, which is $5 for each accessory. So the clear button's another thing that you have to add the CBO selected index, so would equal -1. So that would be if nothing's selected. So that's what that does right there. CBO selected index equals -1. So that would make it so nothing is selected. So that would clear the combo box. Then in the list accessories box, selected items clear, and that doesn't actually clear all of them. But if you do a little loop in there with a little variable I for your counter variable, and you do the list accessory items of the count, subtract the 1, and then you go list accessory set item checked, and then you use that variable up here, and you select them to be false. That clears all the So that's pretty much it. So if you run it, select your kayak type, select and you get your total here, and that works the way it's supposed to. And then if you want to clear it, that clears it all. And that works correct too. So anyway, that's the third edition of the Kayak rental program, the ongoing program for Visual Basic, Shasta College, fall 2020. All right, thanks. See you later. Bye.